Welcome to Heroes and Headlocks, the Metal Edition. Your guide to pop culture, wrestling, and comics with your host,
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of Heroes and Headlocks. Today I have a very special guest. I'm going to title today's episode Heroes and Headlocks, the Metal Edition, because I have my good friend Matty Ice, aka Metal Matt. What is up?
Nothing much, man. Same old shit.
The thing I really was excited to have you here because of is that, so my show obviously is a lot of pop culture, wrestling, you know, all that stuff. I think it's cool because you're, you know, what like we like to call a casual fan. You enjoy it, but you're not like me where literally half my week is taken up by it.
I'm a connoisseur.
Yeah, exactly. You dabble. You dabble in the finer
dabbler.
things. Well, that's cool. I'm excited to get your opinion on some stuff. And today we're going to be playing some games with Matt at his own expense, even though he said he's okay with it.
Yeah, I'll give my consent later.
We'll get to that a little bit later. So this week we'll start off, you know, let's just get into some normal stuff first, and then we'll move on to the other two categories a little bit later.
All right.
Cool. So, for anybody that knows Matt, he is like the smartest dude I know. He's a math genius.
Oh, yeah.
What are you like?
I know all the maths.
What's that movie with, oh my god, Good Will Hunting. Holy crap.
Oh, I was going to say Beautiful Mind, but...
Oh, that's a good one too. Man,
only
both
seen
good
one
ones.
of those. Which one?
I don't know. It must be Good Will Hunting. That's on the list,
Nope.
right?
Yeah, Good Will Hunting's on the list.
We'll explain the list later. I'm
You know
already
what's
giving up
super lame
things.
about Beautiful Mind, though?
What?
Like, I was in a psychology class in high school, and we had a sub, and the sub also subbed for the AP psychology class. And so not only did she give us a worksheet that only the AP kids were supposed to get, but she was supposed to give it at the end of the movie. So she's like, oh, your teacher said we're going to watch A Beautiful Mind today. It's this great film with Russell Crowe. And she's passing out this worksheet, and everyone's like, why the fuck does everything talk about schizophrenia?
Oh my god.
And then when it happened, everyone goes, oh.
That's
the coolest
sad.
part of the movie where you're like, oh my god, he's actually crazy. Yeah, we knew it since the beginning. So it total buzzkill. And it's like, wait, how come no one else sees these people? Yeah.
That's really depressing.
Yeah, it was super lame.
That's like the worst way to have a movie ruined.
Yeah, it's like, oh, by the way, Bruce Willis is dead the whole time, but you're going to love it.
So similarly, I had a fun experience, but I had one of the actors of the movie run the movie for me. So...
That's rude.
So I told you I've been to Comic-Con before.
Sure.
And I super dig it. But when I can't go, they used to have one in San Francisco called WonderCon.
Yeah. Don't they still do WonderCon?
They moved it to friggin' which is
Yeah.
stupid. I'm like, so you're giving them both Comic-Con and WonderCon. That's really stupid. So I went there, and I went there with my mom, and we were like super excited because she's kind of into that stuff, but obviously like not on my level. Not that I'm on like such a high level or anything.
Oh, don't flatter yourself.
I know it's not a good thing. It's a negative level, of course.
Hey man, first stage is acceptance. Just gotta, step one.
At least I have this
12.
podcast, so at least I seem less stupid.
Sure.
Hopefully, we'll go with that, right? So we go to WonderCon, and at that time, the big movie that they were promoting was Kick-Ass, and it was the first one. So this was a while ago. And we were super excited because I had been to Comic-Con like one previous year before that. And she's like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever done. Like we met tons of celebrities and the Soup Nazi from Seinfeld. Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
I've seen the first 2 seasons.
Was the Soup Nazi in that season?
Nope.
Damn.
Because they put it on Hulu and I was like, everyone talks about this. I should probably watch it.
How'd you feel about it?
I like it.
That's good. It's just hard to get through them all.
I feel like my understanding of hate, I've heard that there's hate and there's Seinfeld hate, and I'm definitely more of a Seinfeld hate kind of person. Like, I'll hate them because I'm like, they're shoelaces, but I won't hate them because they were a dick to me or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. I overpick the little things, right?
Yeah, it's just, oh, that shirt again? It's that really gets me, not the,
That's sad I do that too. Oh my God. Man.
Welcome to adulthood.
Seinfeld just predicted my whole life.
He was woke.
He was woke as fuck. Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry.
Talk about a tangent.
I know, right? That just like inceptioned itself like 18 times. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go to the Kick-Ass panel. Hold on, let me back up. I got to tell you a story within a story. Storyception. Okay, so
I'm shaking my head.
while we're at WonderCon, I see Lou Ferrigno, and do you know anything about Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah, of course. He was the bodybuilder.
The bodybuilder who became the Hulk.
My 6th grade math teacher was his cousin.
No way.
Yeah, and we were all like 12 and obviously didn't live in the 80s, so everyone was like, okay.
Cool story.
And she's like, Lou Ferrigno's my cousin. I watched him train. And we're like, okay.
Dude, that man he looks like a gentle giant. Like, he's the nicest man.
My friend kind of met him at I think it was WonderCon.
Oh, at the same one?
Maybe, I don't know. But like, he said it was like $50 to meet him, and he said, fuck that. And he goes, Lou! And he goes, and waves his hand, and my friend goes, boom, picture. And so he's like, and that's how I knew Lou Ferrigno.
So that leads into my story.
Oh, perfect.
He must have caught his eye because Lou Ferrigno is deaf as fuck.
I didn't know that.
So I stood there talking to him for like 2 to 3 minutes, and he never looked at me. And at this time, I didn't know it, right? And I was like, just trying to engage him, be like, oh, how you doing? And he just was like, not even having it, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck? So the whole time, I'm just brewing with anger. And I'm like, fuck this guy. This guy is a piece of shit. I thought he was cool. Like, I had seen him in I Love You, Man. And he looked like such a nice man. And then later, I was bitching about him to somebody. They're like, he's fucking deaf, right? And I just was so horrified.
I'm so sorry, Lou.
I know. Not like I could apologize. I mean, he'd hear it anyway. It was sad. But so that was my story within the story. I was hella mad at him. Anyway, back to
Comic-Con.
Back to WonderCon. So we're at the Kick-Ass panel, and they're talking about the movie, and the guy's like telling everybody about, like some behind the scenes stuff, and Nick Cage is in it. And
Yeah, I saw Kick-Ass.
So they ask him a question. They're like, oh, do any of you think are going to be back for the sequel? And before the movie comes out, he's like, well, my character dies in the movie, so probably not.
Nick Cage said that?
At the panel. And everyone in the audience was just like,
oh, Nick Cage.
Dude, it hurt me. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? It was like dead silent in that room afterwards. It was so bad.
Wow, that's so rude.
I know. It really hurt me. I don't remember how we got in this original tangent of it.
At first, I thought you were going to say that not Jesse Eisenberg spoiled it. What is his name?
Don't tell me.
You know what I think he's got? A little bit of RLS.
Really?
Yeah. He's in that movie, and isn't he the same kid in Fault for Our Stars? Or is that somebody else?
I think you're combining hella movies.
Might have to do an IMDb check at the break.
No, I'll check it now.
Oh, this is...
This is live, ladies and gentlemen. We do what we want. Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I've just seen what Tumblr shows me.
This kid...
Oh, no. Thinking of another movie. Maybe it was looking...
Oh, that's the kid from Baby Driver. Also a good movie that you should watch.
That's what I heard. No, I'm thinking it's the Looking for Alaska.
If I start looking at all these movies and it's not that guy...
No, Looking for Alaska, not at the Alaska.
You could look...
This is the Alaska.
Looking for Mr. Goodbar? That's a freaking candy.
Looking for Alaska.
It's not even a
There's
thing
Sarah
yet.
Palin. What? What do you mean there's nothing to be said?
It says it's in development.
All right. Okay, look at Kick-Ass first.
Okay, that would probably be the best way to go.
Man.
Okay. That was actually a smart idea. We should have just went to Kick-Ass.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. We're talking about Evan Peters?
No, the main guy.
Oh, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
There you go.
Yeah, he's dope, dude. Look at him. He's all fancy and stuff.
Okay, maybe he's not in the movie.
Who are you thinking?
I don't know. He's a guy who looks like Guy.
Anyway, the person looks like Aaron Taylor Johnson, but isn't Aaron Taylor. Wow, let's say that like 10 times fast.
Nope.
I know it wouldn't work. Just gonna skip it.
Yeah, you win.
Where were we at?
Comic-Con.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. I was just super mad about that. Now, and the reason we were talking about that is because you said you had that bad experience with that guy that ruined stuff.
I did.
Didn't you? Oh, you told me the quiz. The quiz.
Oh, yeah. The beautiful...
Dude, we
got a little too deep for me to pull back
Holy crap. I'm surprised I got it. That was way too deep.
Yeah, we were talking about A Beautiful Mind.
Whew. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you like math. That's cool.
I do.
What math are you in again?
Well, I have gone up to discrete, which for you plebes out there... Nah, just kidding.
What is a plebe?
It's like...
A
plebe is like a rookie.
Oh.
Like Joe Schmo.
I've never heard that.
You never heard of a plebe?
No, I live under a rock. What are you talking about?
Well, that's bad if you know stuff and I don't.
Yeah.
Or, wait, I said that back.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I understand.
Tight. But for those who are unfamiliar with discrete, it is like introduction to upper level division math, and you start looking at like the building blocks of math. So like, why is it that when you add an even and an even, it gives you an even number? Or why is it that you can take any 7 numbers and 2 of them will have the same remainder if you divide them by 6?
Dude, everything you just said is like going over my head. It's just like a clear swoop over the head and it's gone.
Yeah, we spent a week talking about infinity and it still makes me uncomfortable.
I can understand why the whole idea of infinity is like ridiculous.
Yeah, man, it's things that we should not concern ourselves with. I'll leave it at that.
I love that you are so into math that that's something that would keep you up at night.
No, I mean, it keeps literally everyone up at night.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, mathematicians are very uncomfortable with infinity. Like in calculus, you talk about limits where it's like sort of the end game thing. Like, oh yeah, it makes this cute little curve now, but what about when you plug in like 10 billion? But you never say it goes to infinity. You say it approaches infinity.
That's weird. Oh, because you could never get there.
Exactly.
Ah, look at that. I caught on to something.
Yeah, look at you. But yeah, you say approach because people aren't comfortable with the idea or the concept of infinity.
That's like the equivalent of saying a bad word, but in like math world.
Yeah, that's like
a low level like
that's
bitch.
Like civilian. That's like civilians under naval training, man.
Oh my god, dude, that's really bad. I didn't know there was things that can make math people uncomfortable.
Yeah, surely I told you about George Cantor. So, all right.
Oh, is this the book that you got?
No.
Oh.
So let me lay some crazy stuff down for you.
Oh, I'm ready. Bring it.
So there are 2 forms of infinity. There's countable and continuum. So countable would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 3, 6, 9. You can count it. Not literally, but you can count the steps that get you to infinity.
Okay.
And then there's continuum where it just goes so fast, so quickly, it's uncountable.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's, and the crazy part is like they're the same size.
What?
So, yeah, that's...
How does that make any sense?
Yeah, I don't know. But, so this man, George Cantor, said, well, if there's 2 forms of infinity, surely there must be something in between. Something in between countable and not countable.
Semi-countable?
So...
Half count?
It drove him crazy.
Literally?
Yeah, he went to the loony bin.
Oh my god.
And forgive me for not knowing the man's name, but someone decided he was going to continue George Cantor's work, and he went crazy.
Why would you do that? Well, how would you think I'm going to be the one to solve it?
You put a do not enter sign, and someone goes, I'm going to fucking enter.
That's very
I'm
true.
about it, you know?
That's literally like an invitation.
That's like literally every episode of Supernatural. Oh.
They'd literally have a better time friggin' putting welcome right on in versus do not enter.
Yeah, that's like, there was some amusement park that had an issue with people spitting on like the gondola, and so they took off the do not spit sign, and people stopped spitting.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Also in that psychology class.
That sounds like a great class.
Mm-hmm.
No? Terrible?
Yeah.
What was the class you had the funny teacher with the funny accent?
Oh, chemistry?
Yeah, was that chemistry?
You mean like this year?
Sure, the one that you said is like everybody says when they get him, they're hell of upset. And he was like, okay, guys. You said he looked like classic character from something.
I called him Trodo because he looked like a tired Frodo.
Yeah, that's right. That dude was dope. At least he sounded dope.
No.
What was the thing that happened during your class? Because I love that story.
Oh, in the very beginning?
Yeah.
So, day 1, I show up. It's like intro to inorganic chemistry, which is basically like, this is a chemistry.
This is all of it. This
Yeah.
is the chemistry.
Yeah. And then, so it's day 1. The class starts at 4:30 and it runs till 9 on Tuesdays. So I'm like, oh no, this is going to suck. This 5-hour class Tuesday nights, right? And 5-10 minutes goes by and he's not there. And you know the rule is if they're 15 minutes late, you can go home. It's like minute 13 and everyone's kind of like, sweet. But then he comes barging in and he's just this tiny little fella. It's that, hence the name Trodo, Tired Frodo.
I dig it.
Yeah. And so he's like this little Russian guy and he's like, okay, we go over syllabus. And he's just reading the syllabus like, oh, this is the grade scale, like this is the kind of stuff you turn in. We go over the syllabus and he's like, all right, I want to get chapter 1 done out of the way. That's not sounding Russian at all.
I wish there was like an app to make you sound more
like,
Russian.
I think it sounds like Serbian or something crazy.
It's
like
kind
that.
of like Kazakhstanian too.
Sure.
Like, she's my sister. Nice.
Oh, he is definitely not. He's no.
No, you were doing it fine. Don't listen to me.
Just don't listen when I'm talking.
He basically sounds Germany.
Sure. And yeah, so we're like going over this PowerPoint, and like I said, it's like, this is a chemistry. And there is so many people in this class, and because it's a night class, there's a lot of high school students too. And so he's like, oh, these are, it's everything's made of matter, and matter's made of atoms. Everything's made of atoms. And he starts going over like the states of change. And he goes, so you see, we have 3 states. We have solid, we have liquid, and as soon as he says liquid, this girl 2 rows to my right goes, and just desecrates
Everywhere.
the room. And the best part is the teacher doesn't even hear it. So he just goes solid, liquid, and gas. And this is what they look like as atoms.
That dude doesn't miss a beat.
No, he didn't, man.
Oh my God.
Part of me wants to think that he like chose to ignore it.
Oh, I'm sure, because he knew once he turned around, that was going to be the focus of attention.
Sure. But, so like, everyone in the blast zone is just like, why is he not stopping? And this poor girl who looks like she's like 16 is like wiping her mouth. And this poor girl like raises her hand and goes, can you call a custodian? And he goes, what seems to be matter? Oh, okay, take 10, guys. And he just dips.
Oh my
And so
God.
we're like, what the hell? And this girl and apparently her friend or boyfriend or whatever, they go to the bathroom, they get about 4 rounds of paper towels, and he comes back and he's like, I called janitor, they're not available. And
That's terrible.
yeah,
Oh
they
my
get
God.
like 4 rounds of bathroom tissue, they just put it on top and they dip.
Never to be seen again, right?
Never to be seen again.
I wouldn't show my face.
I really hope, I hope and I don't hope that was the girl's first day. Can you imagine like day 1, hour 1, and you
Oh
yak?
my God. That's like being a freshman. Like, that's that bad, where you have to live with this decision.
Dude,
for
I
your
would
life.
enroll it at a different college.
For sure.
I would never show my face again.
That's terrible. Because you know that fool's in the, like, faculty lounge, and he says, this girl threw up in class today. It was very interesting.
He, the last lab day, so he would always show up in a Warriors hat. And
Really?
Yeah, and he was always talking about the Warriors during lab time. Dude, the very last day, he was playing the Warriors game because it was during the finals.
Oh my God.
But he was watching it on some, like, janky website. Like, the subtitles were in some crazy language. And
Oh my
we're like,
God.
We're like, what language is that? And he goes, Polish. And I'm like, what? We're watching some weird-ass
We're watching Polish people narrate friggin'
Yeah.
the NBA Finals.
No joke, dude. It was like game, I don't know.
Why would we ever watch it in English? I guarantee that's a much better way to watch it as in a foreign language.
You watch Malaysian DBZ, forget English DBZ.
So you bring up DBZ. That was a nice transition. I liked it.
You're welcome. I saw the orange cup and was like, Goku.
So I know you haven't seen Super yet.
Just the first couple episodes.
Oh, okay. So you're like, did you get to anything interesting or was it all the bullshit?
They were still on the birthday cruise.
Dude, everything like that physically hurt me those first few episodes. Like, Goku needs a job.
I mean, like, I always dig, like, the, what happens when the world's not in danger. Because it's fun, but not for a couple episodes.
Yeah, I like one episode. I don't know if you remember this. They had a Lost episode that happened between after Garlic Jr., but then before friggin' Trunks and, him slicing up Frieza.
Yeah, like right before the Android Saga.
Yeah, and they had a Lost episode, and it was them, like, Goku was in this terrible, like, red shirt.
Is it the one where Piccolo's wearing, like, the yellow shirt and the jeans?
Yeah,
and he's got the Namek hat on or whatever?
Yeah, and they're getting their driver's license. Dude, it's literally one of the best episodes I've ever seen, because it was literally the only gap you had between Garlic Jr. sucking everyone into the dead zone, and then Trunks coming out and slicing Frieza into a million bits. So it was, like, literally the best little middle thing you could have ever had.
Yeah,
and
that's a classic picture of
for
Piccolo,
sure.
and he's like, his back's to the audience.
I think Vegeta has like a pink shirt on,
Oh,
too.
hell yeah.
Oh, God, dude, it's terrible. But we should definitely
lime
watch
green
it.
shorts, too.
Oh, it was
My
so
man was
bad.
getting it.
What I want to know is, like, why wouldn't they just wear their regular training clothes? Because literally they wear it all the time anyway.
Women.
Chi-Chi's like, I want you to look nice for today. That's
Yeah.
what you think is nice.
Hey, man, it's some weird, I don't know. What time era would you say
This is all happening during...
DBZ? Because, I mean, clearly they have, like, way more advanced technology
But
than
there's
us.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, but
it's literally the most mixed up thing.
Yeah, and you got people who are borderline Indians, like Chi-Chi and Goku, who live in, like... But they live in, like, shacks, but it's almost like Tatooine houses, where it's like, yeah, you're, like, kind of...
They're capsule corp houses.
Yeah, exactly.
Pod, or whatever they're called.
Capsule corp, yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
But, what time era would you say it is?
I would say it's, like, an alternate reality that's, like, half... Because I don't know if you've ever heard, like, Vinny's alternate reality theory. Maybe.
No.
So, briefly, it's his story to tell, so I'll leave it for another time. But basically, he was explaining how every moment in time has other moments that stretch out from that moment. So it's like a constant multi-effect of everything. And then at some points, they all intersect.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So I feel like that would be one of those universes that dinosaurs never died in. And at the same time, technology was really dope. So I feel like it's happening now, but just in a different
Well, and
universe.
also in Dragon Ball Z, they don't, like, make, like, city. I mean, they have cities, but there's a lot of open land.
And they name all of the cities after different directions. Like, North City, East City.
Why can't it be that simple?
The androids are going to land in South City. There's only 4 cities, so we know which way to go.
I hope they don't pick North Midwestern City.
Oh my
that
god.
One has the Starbucks.
Did you play any more Xenoverse at all, or no?
My issue with Xenoverse 2 is I was like, this feels a lot like the same thing. Like, it looked a lot nicer, and I thought it was really cool that, like, your character from the previous game is, like, the hero.
The idol, yeah. I
but
thought
it was
dope.
really weird because I had this, like, super metal, like, Frieza race, which I want to talk to you about this.
Oh my god, I was going to talk to you about it too!
Okay. So,
holy moly, it blew my mind. Okay,
right.
we'll tell you why we're freaking out.
So, this bugs me. In Xenoverse, you can pick from 5 races. Mm-hmm. Okay? There's the humans, the Saiyans, the Namekians, the Majins, and Frieza race.
Yes.
Okay. So, they're known as Frieza race.
Yeah.
But if you play Xenoverse and you do Cell versus Frieza, Cell will say, I have all the necessary information on Frost Demons. And you're like, whoa. So he's like a demon?
He's a frost demon?
That's what he says.
He doesn't even shoot ice.
No, he has no ice power. But, it's Frieza, Cooler, King Cold.
Oh, this is not what I thought you were going to talk to me about.
What were you going to talk to me about?
How devastated were you when you figured out that your character's name was an actual name of an actual character?
What?
Yes.
That's a thing?
I thought you knew.
No. So there's one of Frieza's siblings is called Fridge.
Oh, no. Wait, no, it was mine. Never mind.
Oh.
Wait, damn it. Hold on. No, now I feel like a liar. No, Frieza has a little brother that they have.
What's your guy's name? Tambourine?
Mine was Kazoo.
Kazoo. Come on, dude. It's Dragon Ball Z. You honestly think everything's named after an object or a food?
They're very good at it, though. I named my guy...
Is that a super character?
I think so. I swear to God, now I feel like my whole life is a lie that I just lied to you for no reason.
Dude, I was about to be pretty hot.
I know.
I thought I was so clever.
I thought you said something else for some reason, and I think
No.
now I'm thinking it was my character.
You remember? I was always like, Lord Fridge.
Dude, your dude was dope. This is very important. I need to know.
Yeah, clearly it's important.
Oh my God. It's this guy. What is your name?
Is it Chilled?
No, I don't think it was.
Kaba?
No, that can't be right.
It says
That's the Saiyan.
DLC News Kaba in final form Frost.
Frost! That's what it was.
Oh, no. No, man. I was Fridge.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was Frost.
I was going with the appliance more than the adjective or the thing.
If they do come out with Fridge, you're going to be pissed?
Yeah.
He'll be like the fat brother. He's like, hey, guys. I just came from the snack bar. Now let me transform into my final form. Watch out, it's a real doozy.
And it's just the same, but he just gets like the big shoulder pads.
Oh my God.
And the
You know,
head.
they should do that for, does Team 4-Star still do?
The abridged?
Yeah.
I think they're done with, I mean, I've only seen like a couple episodes.
Oh.
But I think they've done all of Dragon Ball Z and GT. I don't know if they've done Super.
Holy moly, they've done that much?
Yeah, they have like the whole, and I think they're doing, I know they're doing Attack on Titan, but I don't know if they're done with it.
That's crazy.
Did you see the convention where the guy from Team 4-Star like talked to Chris Sabat at like a DBZ interview?
Oh my God, how was that?
It was so awkward because like technically Team 4-Star, from what I've heard, they're like super breaking like copyright.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and
They even remember. I bought a Ghost Nappa shirt.
did you really?
I had that for like a good year and a half. It was great.
Tight. But yeah, like some guy asked him a question like, "Oh, what do you think of DBZ abridged?" And he's like, "I mean, they're kind of breaking the law, but it's so funny." And he's like, "Well, guess what, Vegeta? It's me." And then I think he said like for the fans they wanted to do the "What does the scouter say about his power level?"
Yeah.
And so him and Vegeta, Chris Sabat did that scene together.
No way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's on YouTube.
I'll have to see that. That's awesome.
It's pretty tight.
So Matt is the absolute master of YouTube. If there's a video in the world, he's seen it, which is pretty impressive because half the stuff you pull out is like the weirdest things I've ever heard of. So before I met Matt here, I used to watch things because I enjoyed them. Now I watch them because I hate them. And I didn't think that was a thing to purposely want to torture yourself. Now, there was a time when I was younger, and Vinny can attest to this, where he got the greatest of pleasure of making me physically uncomfortable with pimple videos. Because I fucking hate pimple videos. And
Shout out to r/poppin for
that's,
you.
that's a thing?
Oh, what?
r/pop? No, I don't even want to know because I
Dude.
hate it already. Don't even go there.
I'll say this: r/poppin. If y'all are into big pimples, little pimples, blackheads, it's just that. It's everything your little heart could desire. And they got, if it's under your skin, there's a video of it.
That's disgusting.
Also, shout out to r/peeling. If you guys like videos of people peeling sunburns or really bad scabs,
Oh my!
that one's tight too.
Why is this what has happened to our culture where these things are sought after and people are like, let's make a compilation? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know if anybody's ever asked you that question.
No,
but
you just hit me with some real shit, and I was not prepared for that. We definitely didn't talk about this before the show.
No. I try to keep it close to the chest
You
just
said
in
I
case.
can cuss? Cool. You didn't say nothing about some real shit.
Go on a deep tangent and just see how you do from there.
Yeah, man. Not ready.
So I know
Pull
you
out.
said you don't watch Rick and Morty, but
Nope.
if there's one episode you should watch, it's the one from last night called Pickle Rick.
I've seen like how does Pickle Rick get out of this pickle? Like whatever.
Dude, I think you like if I know you gave it a chance and you're like, but I'm telling you, it gets so much better.
See, you know what I think the issue is does it have every ingredient for me to love it? Definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's popular, man.
So you're gonna wait for it to die out? And
Probably.
I go, let's watch it.
I'm gonna be some old ass fart being like, "You guys seen Pickle Rick?" Like,
We're like, dude, that was like
Wubba
30
Lubba
years
Dub
ago.
or whatever the hell they
Wubba
say.
Lubba Dub Dub.
Sure, that was close.
Wubba Lubba Dub Dub. Yeah, you did it better than that. I'm not gonna copy you. But yeah, I forget why I was originally bringing this up because it had to do with
Weird YouTube stuff.
I feel like I was going there and now it's gone.
You were saying that you used to watch stuff because you liked it. Now you watch stuff because
Oh,
you hate
thank
it.
God. So the episode is super ridiculously gory and like bloody and amazing. And at the very end, the mid story or the side story is that the family's all attending therapy except for Rick because he's off doing his adventures. And so the therapist is Susan Sarandon, which I knew her voice like immediately. It was dope. And Danny Trejo, do you know who that is?
You mean Machete?
Yeah, he was in the episode too as Jaguar. It was dope. I'm giving away too much. Anyway, so at the very end, after this super exciting episode, they literally have a 2-minute monologue by her that literally just shatters everything you could ever assume is reality.
Like, is it just weird space talk, or is it...
Like, she's literally telling you about the human condition and, like, why Rick is the way he is and how he, like, destroys everyone in his family. And I was just like, oh my God, this got so deep so quickly.
Weird.
Dude, it was the weirdest part of the episode. I swear to God. And I've never done that before, so that's why I was tripping. But I love things that just make you go, holy crap, that just happened. And then it's like your glass shatters.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
dope.
it sounds interesting.
It is, but anyway, that was my side comment for that. Back to the YouTubes.
Back to YouTubes.
So, some of the things that you've shown me before, at least more recently, would be my feared enemy, and I hope if he ever listens to this that he knows I want him dead if the fast food doesn't kill him first, is Joey's World Tour. Now, I don't recommend anybody go watch this. Matt would recommend you watch it. I would say that is a no-go. It will literally... What's the video we had to take down because it was so disturbingly horrible?
Oh, well, so for those who are unfamiliar with ASMR videos, it's... don't quote me on it,
It's like
but it's...
auditory
sensory memory response or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Sure. And it's basically like videos where certain sounds are amplified and it's supposed to calm you, like people tearing cotton or like scissors cutting a piece of paper.
Those sound like great things.
Sometimes you get some weird ones where it's like, I'll get close so y'all can get the experience.
I'm excited for this.
Hey everybody, today I'm going to be eating a pickle. Oh, it's a really big pickle too.
Pickle Rick!
Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm doing an ASMR video.
Oh, okay.
This is the relaxing part. Okay, I'm gonna eat this pickle now. And then it goes,
Dude, that one's hard to watch with a lady.
it's so dilly.
So, does she say it so dilly?
No.
Holy crap.
But it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
That's really good. She
Yeah.
should have said that. That's YouTube gold.
I think she was even reviewing pickles. She had like the Vlasic and like
Yeah.
the ones you like get in the like the Disneyland ones where you're like, that's a really big pickle.
Dude, those pickles are huge.
They're
and you know what's funny?
pretty
People always tell you not to... we're totally getting sidetracked again. People always tell you not to eat hella pickles because it'll totally upset your stomach.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that.
No, I'm glad I do.
But you know, actually, I don't know if that's true or if my mom was just telling me that so I wouldn't be a fat kid. Not
Okay.
that I was like just shoveling fucking pickles in my mouth or anything. But I mean, she did tell me that, so obviously she got that information from somewhere, right?
Is that like, don't eat a seed because then it'll grow in your stomach?
Yeah.
Remember that episode of Goosebumps where the kid ate the orange seed and he turned into an orange tree?
Yeah.
That was
Dude,
tight.
that show's great.
Good thing I remember that, right?
Yeah. Don't they say that with gum too? Like gum stays in your intestinal tract for
Yeah,
like 4
it takes
years?
forever for you to...
It's not actually 4 years though, right?
I don't know.
No, I like how we never fact check these things. We're just like, oh yeah, somebody told me that. It's totally true.
Well, I mean, we can. All right.
Well, I don't want to fact check
I
it
don't
because
either.
then that'll make it not real.
It's just two guys with their opinions. Whether we're right or wrong, who gives a shit?
I like that. That is a very positive message.
That should be played right after your intro.
I'm down. I'll make it a part of the thing. Mark my words, it'll be part of the intro. Unless it's like a family-friendly version, then...
If it's not the metal episode.
Oh, yeah. You know, I didn't even explain a lot of why it's called the metal episode. Oh, my God. So far off where we were.
Let's talk about metal. I want to talk about metal.
Let's talk about metal. You know what? We're here about metal. So here's a segue, because then it makes it relevant to comic, or to Dragon Ball Z, which is under our hero category. Is that... one of the first bands, I think, actually the very first band you introduced me to the night that I met you.
Yep.
It had a song in the most recent Dragon Ball Z movie, right?
Yeah, their song F. It's on the Resurrection F.
What's the band called again?
That is Maximum the Hormone.
Dude, they are the best band.
For those of you who have seen Death Note, they do the intro and outro for season 2.
Are they going to do it for the new show too? Or probably not?
Dude.
Are you upset about that? I'm sorry, I got a
Dude.
sidetrack, but I need to ask your opinion.
Its only saving grace is William Dafoe.
Dude, he sounds amazing.
Like, I don't like how Ryuk looks in 3D. I think he looks kind of goofy, but I really want to hear William Dafoe bitch about how Light needs to give him an apple or else he's going to freak out.
That would be so
That'd
amazing.
be so sweet. But I don't like the whole, like, oh, there's white people in it. Like, dude, the show takes place in Japan.
I know. You know.
In, like, one community or whatever it is.
Americans love to Americanize things that don't need to be Americanized. Like The Ring.
Whitewashing, Ghost in the Shell.
Oh my God, so white. I mean, that's funny because they even had Asian people in that movie, and it was still whitewashed.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson wasn't even naked. She was in a bodysuit.
She just went invisible a few times.
Money. I actually haven't seen it.
Oh, really? No. Damn! I love that you just made that whole thing, and I totally bought into the fact you saw it. I was like, oh, this guy saw it.
Ran with it?
Dude, I would have never known.
Shit.
Anyway.
So let's talk about metal.
Anyway, yeah. So Maximum the Hormone, I extremely dig. Where are they from again?
They are from Japan.
They are friggin' dope. And you said they're touring soon, but only like once in the USA or some ridiculous thing.
So they're going to be at the Mexico stop for Knotfest. It's like the big festival that Slipknot puts on every year. And prior to that, they played at Knotfest in San Bernardino, but that was in 2013. And I was like, I'm not driving 7 hours for Maximum,
so cool.
for one band. And you know, they were one of the tiny names on the bill, so I'm like, you guys are only playing for 15 minutes.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know for sure, but
usually
smaller the name, smaller the time for sure.
Isn't friggin' Ozfest going on at literally the same time as Knotfest?
Yeah, I think it's like a double thing.
That's crazy.
Ozfest meets Knotfest, or
they've never done that before?
No, never.
I mean, I wouldn't assume they would.
I feel like it's just gonna be a big festival.
Yeah.
Like, instead of like 4 stages, there'll probably be like 7.
That's cool. I dig that.
Yeah, the whole multi-stage thing is cool. I mean, like, have you been to Warped Tour?
Yeah, I've been to Warped Tour, Project Revolution, which didn't last very long as a
thing. Did you go to EDC?
No, but all my coworkers did, and they left for like 7 days in the friggin' heat.
Yeah, when my friend was like, you should go to EDC, and I was like, because I was like into dubstep like right after high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know, man, that ticket's expensive. And they're like, nah, dude, just chill. You can set up a payment plan. I'm like, I'm not setting up a payment plan for a fucking concert ticket.
I want to be in debt so I can dance around and listen to techno.
Like, oh no, like, it's the 15th. My EDC bill is due. What?
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah. Well, because it's like, oh God, I don't know. It's like hundreds of dollars.
Oh, it's expensive.
And that's not including the hotel and the drive there and back and food and sustenance and...
Well, you heard it was like 115 degrees there in Vegas the entire weekend.
Did you see DJ Khaled said at EDC?
Didn't they boo him off the stage or some crazy thing like that?
My man is not good at killing time.
I bet.
Like, you got to see the video, but like 2 minutes in, like, just it stops working. And so he's just up there like, they don't want me to keep going. but we're gonna keep going. And everyone's like, eh! And he's like, this is my son Assad. When I say Assad, you say Khaled.
Oh
and,
my
and just,
god.
And there's just like 8 people behind him, like just hitting buttons and shit. And then they'll play like 20 seconds of Too Short and then cut.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my god, was he super pissed?
Uh-huh. Yeah, he was hot.
I bet he'll never do that ever again.
It's a pretty sweet 15 minutes.
Oh my god, it's 15 minutes?
Yeah, I think after like the 30-minute mark they like cut him for good.
Holy crap.
But I think the video is like 20 minutes, but I've only seen like the first 15 because after a while you're like, all right, you're just going to keep yelling your son's name.
You got to give him credit though. Like he's at least trying to do something even though that was not. I would have been like, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back.
Speaking of DJ Khaled, let's talk about metal.
Those two go like peanut butter and jelly on a sandwich.
Like peas and carrots.
So, who's your favorite metal band? As you sit here in a Cannibal Corpse shirt.
Oh, you hit. Damn it, Anthony, that real shit again, man. So this might come as weird to you, but if I have to truly pick like the be all end all, number one, no contest, System of a Down.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep, System of a Down. I first got into them when I was about like 13. BYOB was the second song I bought on iTunes.
That song was friggin' amazing when
Yeah.
it came out.
First song was Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. And yeah, there was like a solid 2 years where I would literally, because I had like all their albums on my iPod, and I would just pick a track and put it on shuffle and just listen to literally everything they've put out. And I would do that every single day.
There was a point I did that too. Like that was literally all I listened to.
I can't do it now, but in my prime, I could name any System of a Down song within the first 5 seconds.
Really?
Yep. And my friends were like, nah, bullshit. I'm like, go on. I think we went on, I think it was called like Yahoo Music.
Okay.
'Cause this was back, I mean, there was YouTube, but it was back in like, Charlie the Unicorn and shit.
There was like also like AOL music at that point. Like they had like a
Yeah,
music
dude,
for everything.
I used to listen to AOL music to watch the Dragula by Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Because I thought that music video was so spooky.
They always play it like when you go to like haunted houses and they want to have some killer ass
eat it
music.
up.
Oh yeah, it's friggin' Rob Zombie all day.
I mean, Rob Zombie is he's strange enough, but also is toned down enough to where it's not weird to like play him at a party.
Yeah.
Like
It's chill, right?
Like just recently, I was at my friend's house and he's like, "All right, time to set the mood," and he put on Thunder Kiss 65, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I was so stoked.
It's like one of those songs that even if when you have like a hit from the 90s and everybody's like, I haven't heard that for, it's just a good little shock value and nostalgia type of thing.
Good little ditty.
Yeah, like I don't know a person that hated that song unless you're like a parent or something
can
like
you?
that.
But yeah, System of a Down, man. It's usually about once every 8 months. I'll
Go on a tear.
yeah, I'll just start with like I'll go Toxicity, and then just listen to all that. Steal This Album, Mesmerize, Hypnotize, and then just listen. And then I won't touch it for 8 months.
Did you ever listen to when Surge and what's his face had their own separate careers?
So Surge's first solo album was Elect the Dead.
You know this too. Look at you. He's like my little
My
MP3 player, my little Walkman. I don't know why you don't say like my iPhone music or something. It just
or like
seems...
Metal Archives.
Yeah, metal. I like that too. There you go.
That's an actual website.
Oh.
They're pretty good. It's like if you want to know some shit about metal, you go on Metal Archives. Shout out to Metal Archives.
Is that your dream job?
That'd be tight.
I'm still on my computer.
That's like journalism and shit. I don't care about that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But so yeah, Surge's first album, Elect the Dead, had some really killer tracks on there, like Lie 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 and Sky Is Over and Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition. That was cool. Second album, trash.
I didn't hear the second. I stopped at the first.
It was damn near. I mean, Surge is an incredible musician and stuff, and I super dig him, but I was not into that second album. It to me, it felt like the same. It felt like the same tone each song. Like the beat had like a little bit of variation, and the lyrics were different. But you're like, this just feels like the last song.
That's true.
And then Darren and the drummer, who I can never remember the drummer's name. They had their own band called Scars on Broadway.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I was trying to remember the dude's name.
Nah, man, come on.
So he goes by, his real name's Darren Malakian?
Yeah, I mean, Scars on Broadway's first. I don't know if they've come out. If they have come out with anything else, I'm not familiar with it. But their first album's good.
They have one.
Well,
one and done.
They had
2008.
They had a song on you could buy on Rock Band. It was called Here's the Big C. It was called Beethoven's Cunt.
Oh my god.
But it was like C asterisk asterisk asterisk
Oh.
if you bought it on like Rock Band.
I love when Rock Band... You know the sad thing with Rock Band is I never owned it, so literally I only played it when I went to other people's houses. Everybody has that reaction. Like, it's a sin that I committed by not buying it.
See, you're talking to a guy who is borderline addicted.
I'm sure.
So
it was fun. Like,
I'll
I would have
you
owned it.
for a minute.
Okay.
I used to get up an hour early before school so I could play Rock Band before school.
Really?
And not only that, but there was something wrong with my disc to where when you were in the song selection screen, if you would scroll down and then if you stopped, you were stuck at that song.
Holy moly.
So if you wanted to pick a different song, you had to back out of the menu and then go back in.
And you still were that dedicated?
Not only was I that, but I remembered how long it would take to get to certain songs. So like if I wanted to play Hangar 18, I go brrr, dun, dun. Or Laid to Rest. Brrr, dun.
Oh, you do the time? That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I remembered how long you have to wait until you were at that song.
You're like a prodigal. You're a prodigy. That's...
Not really. I could play like the easier expert songs, but I was never like, where it's just the screen of the highway of colors.
And you're not even looking. You're
And
just like facing the other way and hitting buttons.
Yeah, no. I was never that good. I just really like there's something relaxing about watching the buttons go down the highway.
Did you ever play the actual, like, the real guitar one? Like, was it Guitarsmith?
Yeah, no, because that requires an actual guitar.
I didn't know if you played it like
I
somebody
have
else's
played.
house.
It's Rocksmith.
Rocksmith, thank you.
I have played it. It's cool, but I prefer the buttons because like with that, it's like more of like, oh, I'm doing this on guitar. But with the Rock Band, it's more of like the game thing.
Do you ever think that'll make a comeback, or is it pretty much done though? Because it was huge. Like, it was literally like Just Dance is, I know, the current crazy.
Yeah.
But eventually that's going to die out. But with friggin' Rock Band, I feel like it could, or like even Guitar
I feel
Hero.
like if it does make a comeback, it'll be in VR.
Holy moly, that would be dope.
Yeah, it would be cool.
You say that so nonchalantly.
Well, because then you could be like on the stage, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll like get points for doing a little.
You could
dance.
touch fans' hands.
Yeah, okay, that'd be kind of tight.
Yes, yeah, get you excited.
You're just, and it's like bonus points. So you know what sucks? What's kind of funny about Rock Band is when Rock Band 3 came out, it came out with the keytar, and so you could either play piano or you could play the guitar songs with it, and you just didn't strum; you would just hit the buttons. So my button hitting hand was a lot faster than my strumming hand. So I eventually got really good with my button hand, but my strumming hand is a little weak.
A little not on par.
So now, like, I can play expert songs, but I can't strum to it. And so if I play medium, I'm like, oh my god, this is so boring. So now I'm basically forced to play the keytar because I'm 23. I don't want to put in effort to get good at Guitar Hero again. So whenever I do play, I'm like, you guys got the keytar?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's still cool, though.
Yeah.
Being able to play guitar is awesome.
It's rewarding because you're just like. But
yeah, but about that metal.
about that was metal.
I know, but I think. Did we ever answer what your favorite... Oh, yeah, we did say what your favorite band was. Huh?
System of a Down.
That's true. You know, that's really surprising. I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, it's a bit of a curveball, I will say.
I can't believe we've never talked about that. I thought for sure it was either Dying Fetus or Cannibal Corpse.
Nah, Cannibal Corpse was like a... If I had to pick, honestly, Cannibal Corpse would be number 4.
Okay, you got to give me your top... I need the full top 4 then.
So, okay, obviously number 1 is System of a Down.
Yeah.
Number 2 would be Slipknot. Number 3... Oh, Gwar. For sure.
You always talk about Gore, too.
Yeah. Gwar was the first band shirt I ever bought.
That's the guy with the insane neck, right?
What?
Oh, was the video you showed me with the guy with the crazy, like, thick neck when because he
That's
has
Cannibal
things?
Corpse.
Oh, is that Cannibal Corpse?
Yeah. No, Guar, they dressed up in the costumes.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then 4 would be
Like,
Cannibal Corpse.
I really get stuck on that guy's neck. It really freaks me out. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
got a big neck. Though.
So, how long have you been like a huge metal fan?
Well, I mean, I've always like known about metal because like I have like I grew up with people listening to like Metallica and like
Yeah.
Def Leppard and Poison, so I was always familiar with like hair metal and stuff. But I never considered death metal or whatever. But as time went on, I started listening to like Metallica, and like my cousins would get me into like Disturbed and like All That Remains and stuff like that. And then it wasn't until I was about 13 when I started listening to like Slipknot and some of the more heavier stuff. And then there was this weird period where I was like, I really like the instruments in death metal, but I don't like the vocals. And everyone's like, oh, you just got to find a band that you like the vocals. And so when I was about 16, 17 was when I started listening to like Decrepit Birth and Archaic and Flesh Consumed. And just now I'm just all about it.
I love that the more gruesome the name, the more that people like are drawn to it. Like you put literally the worst things in a combination of words, and people are like, they eat that shit up with a spoon.
Well, what's funny is, and me and Vinny were talking about it. He was saying that Vulvodynia, which if anybody out there likes death metal, you should listen to Vulvodynia. There's some cool cats from South Africa, and man, oh man, they're gonna be big for sure.
What, are they already like gaining a lot of traction and stuff?
Yeah, they have a couple. I think they have 2-3 albums out.
Oh.
They go on tour quite a bit. Haven't made their way here yet, which sucks.
You're
But
going to Summer Slaughter, right?
hell yeah.
When is that?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Week from tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Yep.
If they still sell tickets or no?
Probably.
If they still have it and I have Tuesday off, I want to go.
Well, unfortunately, because we're doing the VIP thing,
Yeah.
we got early access, so you'll have to.
I don't care. I can.
But
drive
you can
myself.
ride. It's at UC Berkeley, so you can just literally ride BART.
I
to
think
UC
my
Berkeley.
coworker Rebecca's going. At least I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
But maybe I'll go with her and her hubby.
Yeah, that would be super tight. I feel like you'd have a blast.
I know, because I've never been to a metal show, and like literally, I've learned all my metal-y ways from you. So,
Oh man, metal shows are so cool. When I took one of my little brother's favorite bands is All That Remains, and for his 16th birthday, they were playing in Sacramento. So I was like, oh, this would be perfect. His first metal show. It's one of the bands that he super digs. And no, I lied. The first metal show he went to was I Declare War.
Oh, okay.
In Sacramento.
Oh.
And then, like, fast forward 6 months, and then I took him to All That Remains.
His second metal show
Yeah.
needs to be important.
But the first one was a killer show. It was I Declare War and Here Comes the Kraken, which those guys are a little bit underground, but they're super tight.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a song called The Legend of the Rent is Way Hardcore. It's awesome. And it starts with that sample where it's like, in the end of time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. And we were at this venue, and it's a super nice venue. Like, they were, God, I can't remember. It's right next to the Capitol building. But it was super clean, super nice, super fast. And my brother was so nervous.
Really?
Yeah, he was freaking out. He thought for sure he was just going to get, like, socked in the face by some, like, meth head or something like that.
Oh, due to, like, the mosh pits and stuff?
Oh,
or?
yeah. When the first mosh pit started, he was like, I ain't doing it. And I was like, it's chill. I don't either. Like, because I like to watch the band. I'm not mad enough to where I need to punch some strangers. Which, good topic to talk about once I'm done with the story.
Oh, for sure.
To get your opinion. But, so first band finishes and we go outside to get some air. And I was wearing my vest. And at the time, I only had like 3 patches on it. And someone goes, oh, dude, that's a badass Cannibal Corpse patch. Nice, man. And I was like, thanks, dude. And my brother was like, do you know that guy? And I was like, nah. And he's like, wait, people just like randomly compliment you? And he's like, yeah, if you're wearing cool shit, people will let you know. And he's like, what? That's a thing? I'm like, yeah, of course it's a thing.
Respect.
Yeah. There was, and speaking of Guar, like 2 months prior to that show, the singer of Gwar passed away, Dave Baraki, and it was a big deal. Like, original singer, big name guy. And there's this old dude. He had a bald head and he had 3 green dreads. Like, instead of a rat tail, he had 3 green dreads.
That's pretty legit.
And he was wearing a Gwar shirt. And I'm like, I gotta say something. So, like, I walk over to him and I'm like, hey, that's a cool Gwar shirt. And he's like, thanks. Did you ever see him? And I was like, no, I didn't get to. And he's like, oh, man, I remember seeing him in 93, and my buddy just finished his beer, and they were spraying blood, and I got to feel the beer can. I know exactly where that beer can is. And we hung out for the rest of the night.
Really?
He was so cool.
How old was this dude?
Oh, late 40s.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was this old fart, and he was telling us about how he just loves metal. Like, he doesn't give a shit about, like, subgenres. He just enjoys banging his head, so he'll go to everything.
Yeah. I think it's funny because most people have a negative connotation with metal.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely this like brotherhood with it, but it's also super judgy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you would think like a culture that gets so much beef and so much bad rep that we would sort of band together and go, hey, we're just a couple guys that like to bang our head on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
No, like people who really like thrash they hate death metal. Like, thrash kids are assholes for sure.
So it's like all super subgenre separated. Yeah.
It's clicky. It's very clicky.
That's nuts, dude. I've never thought of that way.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like, I went and saw All That Remains, and for a second time, no, it was the first time, and I was wearing a Dying Fetus shirt, and I'm looking around, and everyone's wearing, like, all these, like, metalcore and, like, folk metal. Pretty much everyone was wearing an Amon Amarth shirt, which that's, like, Viking metal.
That sounds dope.
I don't like it.
Really?
I'm not into folk metal. I was in high school. It's cool. You get, like, the violin and the dun, 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 dun.
So is it literally, like, that type of music, but then they still scream over and, like, do the growls and...
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's more like... It's not like... Brrr. It's more like...
kind of singy-ish?
Going to Valhalla. But not like that high pitch. We'll listen to some.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
But it was funny. I was looking around. I was like, wow, I am wearing the most brutal shirt in this venue. Cool. And I went outside after it was in between bands, and I went outside, and someone goes, oh, Dying Fetus. Haven't heard of them in a while.
Aren't they huge?
Yeah, in the death metal scene.
Oh.
But
that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird, man.
So were you going to talk about more with the mosh pit stuff?
Yeah, so talk about heroes. Kinda. It's reading comprehension. You guys figure it out. So recently, there's this band called Spite. They're from our area, and they just recently got signed, and they were going on tour. And so there's this thing what's known as hate moshing. And hate moshing is where you purposely just try and wail on people. Oh. So, like, instead of, like, swinging your fist in the crowd, you're running into the crowd and trying to fucking sock people.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and so recently at a show, some girl she was, like, on the perimeter of the pit, and she just got beat the fuck up.
Crap.
Like, there's, like, a GoFundMe for, like, her medical expenses.
She got that bad a hit?
Oh, yeah, I think her 2 front teeth got knocked out. And
oh, my God.
She has, like, a fracture in her skull. And so some people are saying, it's a metal show. You should know what you sign up for when you go to the venue. And other people are saying, don't be a fucking asshole and don't do that. I mean, like, that is rule number 1 of the pit. Like, don't take it personal. Like, if you get hit, you get hit.
But it's also not a straight up, like, fist fight.
But you shouldn't get teeth knocked out.
No.
You shouldn't walk away from a $20 show with medical expenses.
You might get, like, a few bruises, maybe a black eye.
I mean,
if
like,
it's really bad.
I've taken a boot to the forehead.
But you don't even mosh, right?
No. I got a little heart.
the idea of it, like, I understand, like you said, it's a thing to get out aggression and all that. But at the same time, it sounds a lot safer. It's sad to say moshing is safe, but, like, regular moshing comparatively to that sounds like you're just looking to really beat somebody up.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a form of expression, and it gets the anger out, and it's a safe space. But at the same time, like, there's got to be a limit.
Oh, for sure. That I cannot believe I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was kind of covered.
Oh, of course.
Like, no, like, the, like, Metal Injection and Metal Sucks all talk. They're, like, big name metal bloggers. But they talked about it and Spite, like, released a statement and stuff. But
What did they say?
I didn't read it. I'd imagine it's along the lines of, like, we had no intention of hurting her and we're really sorry and we hope that she has a speedy recovery. You know, the classic, like, we're sorry.
I would pay for some of her stuff. Just to be like, that's a good charity thing, too.
I don't know if they did.
Oh.
But, I think the venue was helping because it's, like, also the venue's problem.
Oh, yeah, because it's like a liability thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, at the Deftones concert I didn't get to see, during the mosh pit they had for the other bands, they actually had it, like, it was at the Concord Pavilion.
Yeah.
And they had the mosh pit on the bottom part, but you had to get, like, a bracelet and tickets. Like, it was a whole thing. And I think that's kind of a smart idea. But the problem is, obviously, they don't limit it to just that. They also do it in the grass. Like, they do it all over the place.
Yeah, it's anywhere's free game.
Yeah.
But if, you stick in the corners, and if it's not for you, just don't stand in the perimeter.
Or go to a show that has seats.
That too. But I mean, it's not uncommon. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, some teeny weeny chick is just like, hey, do you mind if I chill behind you? And I'm like, I got you.
Yeah.
And I'm just, elbow to the shoulder.
Oh, so you were telling me this earlier. Well, I know there's a story that it goes along with this, but you said that there should be a rule or something about what level is geeky of knowledge.
Someone was saying that it was geeky that I knew the name of the singer for Disturbed.
And I feel like that's pretty basic level stuff. Like, definitely, I'd say if you're going to give it, I don't know, drummers are pretty cool, but bassists, I would say, would be taking it too far. But maybe not.
But,
I don't
like,
know.
if it's a famous bassist, like, because obviously everyone knows Flea.
Yeah.
From the Chili Peps.
The Chili Peps?
But if you said the bassist of Def Leppard, who the hell's that guy?
Or yeah. That's true.
Who's any of the guys?
I know the guitarist from, or was it the guitarist? No, the drummer from Def Leppard, because he beat his wife.
He did?
He only has one arm.
Wait, the Deftones guy does?
Def Leppard.
Oh, I thought you said Deftones.
Oh,
I was like,
sorry.
there's two of them?
No.
They should drum together. Deftones Leopard.
That would be amazing.
No, it wouldn't.
No. But yeah, I saw them in concert and he looked like the happiest man. He was just playing the drums.
That's
with
because
his
he's
one
a
arm.
free man.
And then like later my mom was like, oh yeah, he totally hit his wife. And I was like, what? The happy man?
That's crazy.
I didn't know, like, I know that abuse isn't funny in any way, shape, or form, but that's ridiculous that he did that with... I don't know if maybe he lost the arm after the fact or he was never born with it. I don't know that much detail.
Guy?
Yeah.
Wait, the Def Leppard guy beat his wife?
Yeah. The one-armed man beat his wife.
Well, he got it. I want to say he lost the arm in a car accident.
Oh. See, you would know more than I do.
Yeah.
Go back to the files of metal.
Why didn't she just stay on his...
Oh my god, don't even say it.
Side.
Why are you also the master
Man.
of too soon jokes?
Your right hook is trash, but that left hook...
Oh my god. Oh, well, I would change the subject, but I don't even know where to go from that.
Speaking of hooks, let's talk about wrestling.
Oh my
How
god.
about that transition?
I love that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to take a quick break and then we will reconvene. So we will see you guys in a few moments. And we're back! And yeah, so before we play our games, I'm just going to catch Matthew up on some stuff and kind of get his feelings on some things that are supposed to happen in the world of wrestling.
Hit me.
So how long have you been watching wrestling now? Since we've been introducing you?
Like, early 2015, maybe? Mid 2015?
That seems accurate.
Yeah.
Like when we were showing you like NXT and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So who is your favorite wrestler just off of the info that you have currently?
Oh, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor for sure?
Without question.
Vinny actually got mad at me because I said AJ was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. I was very surprised. He was like, bro, you're really telling me that AJ Styles is your favorite wrestler? I mean, I think right now I'm just kind of mad with the Finn situation. To give you an example, he is nowhere near the main title scene. He is in a feud with a guy that plays a guitar called Elias Sampson, and it's like literally the worst feud I've ever seen in my life.
That sounds dumb.
So then he's now going to face Bray Wyatt, who we know is the king of all like screw ups.
Oh boy.
So that's where my boy Balor is right now.
Yeah.
Shitsville.
Wasn't he coming off like an injury too?
Yeah, and then they thought he was going to get injured again because a week into being back on Raw, he is in a match with Jinder Mahal, and literally
he went up against Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, it was like a blow off match. This was like, but this is pre him as champion, so he was still jobber status at that point. So like he manhandles Finn, and like it looks like he re-injures his leg or his shoulder or something, and Finn's just like writhing in pain. Oh no, he gave him a concussion. That's what it was.
Oh.
And we're like, he's done. After like 2 weeks, he's gone.
That was fun.
Oh my god, dude.
Had a good run, sport.
So yeah, he's not doing too well. I mean, the promos. The cool thing with at least that I think with that feud is that Bray is all mysticism, and I feel like the Balor demon is very mysticy too.
Yeah, that could be some cool stage effects.
Plus, who's the first person to really give Bray Wyatt a mind fuck? I'm gonna say it's Finn Balor for sure, because that's gonna be some cool like bump with some crazy stuff.
Some spiders and some demons and shit.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Now SummerSlam is going to be coming up in a week or two, so will definitely come over for that. Cause it's like 6 hours, so you're gonna have to prepare yourself.
Hey, I remember the last SummerSlam and y'all were losing your shit over the Hardy Boys, and I was like, who is this?
You mean for WrestleMania?
Yeah, for WrestleMania.
Yeah, dude. Oh, WrestleMania was nuts.
It was pretty tight. And
because there was like rumors and things, and of course there are always rumors until they actually happen. I guess that's how rumors work.
Would you say that after watching WWE for a while, you kind of like understand how the flow of it is? Because there's points where I'm like, do they like know what's gonna happen? Because when New Day was like, oh, there's gonna be another tag team, and you're like, the Hardy Boys, and hey, there it was. I'm like, all right. Do they just know how the process works, or are you guys just really good guessers?
So, 2 things happen with that. The one thing is, even with WWE, they don't even tell their own superstars. They actually keep it from them, and they have people walk around, like, they have, like, security guards who bring them back so nobody sees them, and they have veils over themselves.
So, like, New Day was probably the only people who knew that the Hardy Boys knew that the Hardy Boys were coming back.
Yes.
Like, would the wrestlers know, oh, there's going to be a third team? Or is it just
They probably told them that, yeah.
Okay. But who is it?
Yeah, so I think that's really cool that they go through that many lengths to conceal secrets. That's why it's funny when you like read reports and people are like, for sure this is happening at this pay-per-view. There's no other way around it. And then they completely swerve and you're just like, did they do that because we read that saying that? Or was that originally planned? Or like, why do people have all this bad info? It's ridiculously cool though. Like, of course I'm one of those people that like is on Bleacher Report and it's just like, oh my god, the results. And that's bad. Like, it's to the point where there was like, I would promise Vinny like, oh, for sure we're gonna watch it together, and I'd be like, I read the results as it was happening. And he's like, bro, you gotta wait. You can't just watch that. And I'm like, I know.
No, it's like you almost feel like sinful for doing it. It's like hurts so good.
Oh, it hurts so good, dude. I'm like, oh, it says Finn Balor dropped an elbow. Oh, yes.
Oh, appendage match, yes. I love it.
They rated a C+, but I rated an A++.
This is wrong. I don't want to be right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've never even like really thought of that before. It's really sad, but it's an addiction. But I guess it's like sports. Like, you know, people when they play fantasy football, they always like need to read all the results as it's happening.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's like usually you're doing that for profit. It's you guys are just like, oh, it's got to be this guy. And then if it happens, you're like, yes.
Well, so there's like talks over months and months and months. So like,
yeah.
And then of course there's things exactly, and then you have things where like they leave the other company, and they're like, okay, well if they left the other company, what options does that really leave them? And you know they're like such big. The thing with them, obviously, is they have the whole broken gimmick, and that was so big. So when they came back, everybody was like, immediately they're going to do it. And they did not. They're like, we're normal Hardys. Which is great for you, because, I mean, now you get to see all these amazing matches that they do.
Oh, yeah, I'm all about the Hardy Boys. They're tight.
Super metal.
They are pretty metal.
Who's the most metal wrestler
Besides Finn?
Yeah.
The most metal?
I personally, well, I mean, theme song wise, what do you think? Theme song, I'd go Seth Rollins.
His is pretty metal.
Like that's
yeah, you're just like, oh, it's so catchy.
They just added a part to it, so when he comes out, somebody screams, "Burn it down!" And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, off the top of my head, I think I'd have to agree with you on that one.
It's pretty dope, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I like it when they have super metal themes. Like CM Punk's first theme song before he did Cult of Personality was
I was on the radio recently. And
really?
I jammed the fuck out to
I
was driving and I was like, oh shit. Look into my... Yeah, I was about it.
That song was great.
It's a good.
The fact he chose that as his theme song and then came out to it at UFC, I remember we lost our shit.
Yeah, that was tight.
I was like, he came out to it. It's funny because Brock Lesnar, like, he has his own WWE theme, so it's not like he can just use that, which would suck. What's the band that sings End of Heartache?
Killswitch.
Killswitch, thank you. So his original song was a Killswitch song, and it was
cool.
super awesome.
That's super cool.
Oh, crap.
What song was it?
This Fire.
Oh, This Fire Burns. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so he came out to that.
He came out to that before Cult of Personality?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was back in his super long hair, like, giant-ass beard phase.
You know what I've always wondered? Did they do, like, all this, like, tomfoolery, like, back in the day, like, in, like, Hulk Hogan's day?
Like what kind of tomfoolery?
Did they do, like, appendage matches or, like, rivalries and, like...
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
You know, it's like, oh, he screwed you over. You're going to fight at Great Balls of Fire.
Are you talking... Dude, that's still the worst named pay-per-view in the world.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Their marketing was all, like, the cars and, like... the billboards and oh my god.
Hey, they can't all be zingers.
No, that one they almost got sued for that too.
Because it was so bad?
Well, for the rights to the song.
Oh, who does that? Great Balls of Fire?
Oh my god, you're really gonna do
My
this to me
immediate
right
thought
now?
was Roy Orbison, but that's Pretty Woman. Jerry Lee Lewis.
I was gonna say Huey Lewis. I'm like, no, that's not right. I know Lewis is involved.
Yeah, somewhere. Jerry Lee Lewis, come on.
Apparently they didn't think to ask for the rights to it before they got it.
They're like, sorry, Jerry.
Yeah, I know. I think they were going to try to use the name and then not use the song, or they were going to just use the song without asking.
Yeah,
and the guy was like, no, you're doing both. I want that marketing, son.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I forget where we were with that.
Talking about wrestling.
What were we talking about?
Well, it started with the most metal song.
Oh, yeah, most mellow guy. That's right. I remember. Yeah, no, CM Punk was pretty metal. Even though he was all like super straight edge and stuff, like
it's pretty funny.
I'm sad he doesn't like do that.
Like the drugs are bad. Listen to your parents.
But he was even a bad guy doing that at one point. He's like being straight edge.
He was a heel and straight edge.
Oh, he's like being straight edge means I'm better than you. I was my god,
what diverse character development.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. And then he had this thing called the Straight Edge Society, where he shaved everybody's head bald, and they were like disciples of his. Oh my god, it was the best.
Wow. What year was that?
That was probably like 2000, I'll say 2012, 2013.
Rather recent.
Yeah. Wow. It was awesome though, dude. He was such a good heel. Like it just was amazing.
Interesting.
And then then he got popular, and they're like, okay, he's a badass. Everybody likes him. Let's just make him a face, and he's just better as a heel.
Interesting.
So you said your favorite match type is a Royal Rumble, right?
That was pretty cool.
That would be your favorite?
I like it because chaos ensues so quickly. Like, ladder matches are fun. The whole Money in the Bank thing, I like that. That's cool. I'm about that steel reinforced bamboo.
I've talked about that for the last 2 weeks, and I'm still fed up with it.
I know. I think they just put the steel inside the bamboo.
I don't know.
Why are you not comfortable with just the simplicity of it?
Is it sad that I think my next 3 or 4 guests, I'm going to talk about it with them at every single one? I'm like, this is the topic. Go.
You know what you should talk about? Why is it called Universal Champion and not Champion of the Universe? Because that's way cooler.
It's funny you said that. So the guy that I listen to, Sam Roberts, his podcast, he also says that.
Really?
That is his thing. Like, he refuses to even call it the Universal Championship. He only specifically calls it the Champion of the Universe.
Because, like, Universal means, like, all around. Like, hey, guy, you're good.
Yeah.
But, like, Champion of the Universe, that's like, all are below me, you know.
I think that sounds much cooler, but I think they want it to...
Cooler.
They want it to seem like it's... So belts used to be called straps, and people call them belts now, and everyone's like, I don't want to wear a belt, I want to wear a strap. And a strap was like a strap of honor type of thing.
Okay.
So I think it's interesting that that's like a big thing, especially with the Universal Championship, instead of calling them the Champion of the Universe. I think you're more on the money with that.
The Universal strap?
Yeah.
It just fits everywhere.
Strap of the Universe?
Strap. That's cool.
See, it does sound cooler.
Like, even if you do call it a strap, it's like universal strap, like
Champion of the world.
Velcro, you name it.
So if you were the heavyweight champion, were you champion of the heavyweight?
Yeah. But see, that's that thing where both sides sound cool. Like, heavyweight champion. Champion of the heavyweight.
It would be, yeah, both are pretty cool.
Exactly. But just that...
I feel like that's an arena type of thing. Like, release the champion of the heavyweights!
That makes it sound like it's just a bunch of tubby people.
You know, get through me. Me
Like,
big and strong.
Yeah. Like, they throw the salt like the sumos, and then they hit the inhaler, and then they fight.
Did you know... I'm bringing up all these things I have to show you eventually. Did you know Big Show did a sumo fight against a super famous sumoler?
How'd he do?
He lost.
Well, yeah.
But
Different training.
He had a giant ass diaper on because, you know, they have the big sumo things. And Big Show and him legitimately did it. Like, it wasn't staged or faked or anything. And he got his butt whooped.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was just like...
Have you ever watched sumo tournaments?
Oh, it's intense.
It's so much fun.
It's very, like... It kind of almost gives me anxiety because they just go at it.
And you know what's funny is you think, like, they're some big motherfuckers, man, but they toss them around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's cool. And, you know, they get up there and they smack their belly with the salt hand and...
It's such an interest, and it's all traditional too.
Yeah, like they throw the salt toward the demons. They don't wash their diaper because it washes away the experience, which is gross. But hey, that's what you do. You know, it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool shit.
I really would like to go see one live.
We watched a tournament on like the Korean channel one time at my dad's house.
The Korean channel's good for some things sometimes.
Hey man, you get some weird recipes, sumo wrestling, maybe some Korean soaps.
Did they ever put that movie The Host on there? I think it was a Korean movie. The one with the giant like fish monster?
Nope. I am unclear of what you're talking about.
Oh, well, I'll have to show you. It's not on the list though. Which actually, speaking of which, we don't have enough time for this podcast because we'll be wrapping up after we play some games. But for sure, we're hitting 2 big topics on our next episode with Matt, which he will be back very soon for. And that is the wonderful world of D&D. Don't judge because you will find out how awesome it is. And the list, which is a whole story all in itself. But, you know, sir, you've been here a while. It's, we've been doing pretty good.
Well, I meant to do this in the beginning, but in honor of the 3rd episode, it's kind of funny because I was going to give this to you anyway.
Oh,
but
so now it has a purpose?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, snap.
In the 2nd episode, you were talking about how bummed you were that you didn't get a shirt from Injustice 2. And well,
no way!
This month's Lootwear happens to be a Batman shirt.
Oh my god!
And it fits weird on me, so I thought, well, my main man Anthony would love it.
I love your face so much right now. Oh my god!
It's probably a little big on you, but
I'll wear it for night times.
There you go.
So Matt's
Got
officially
you a pajama shirt.
You're officially the best friend in the world. Oh my god! So Vinny sent me a picture of this shirt, and I was like, "That's a really cool shirt, man."
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "That's so neat, man." I wish I had that because I don't ever do any of the loot stuff.
Yeah, Lootwear, dude, it's a shot in the dark. You'll get some lame shit.
Hit or miss.
And then you'll get some banging Power Ranger pajamas.
Oh, you got Power Ranger pajamas?
They're so comfortable. And they're like elastic on the ankle.
Oh, that's the best. I like when it just clings to you, but not in an uncomfortable way.
And like, if you're cold, you just like put them over the heel of your foot, and you're just like... I shook in satisfaction for those who can't see what's going on right now.
It's such great satisfaction. Man, Man, that makes me so... I'm going to have to start doing that. I already subscribed to 2 other boxes, so I feel... At one point, I was also doing this thing called Graze, which is like snacks that they prepare you for the week.
Honestly, they tell you like basically what it is.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, it's a Dungeons and Dragons sweatshirt, or oh, it's Power Rangers pajamas.
So you know which month to at least apply
Yeah,
for.
you know which ones to avoid. Or you do like me where you unintentionally buy like a couple months worth and then all of a sudden you have a Breath of the Wild shirt and a Resident Evil shirt and a Batman shirt. And you're like, wow, I don't... Okay.
All those things you named, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Exactly.
I've never owned a Resident Evil shirt.
It's kind of lame. It's like a long sleeve and it says like Umbrella Corp and it has
Oh.
like the umbrella and it says like Umbrella Corp on. But it's like the problem with the lootwear shirts is they're so thin.
Oh yeah.
It's like bed sheets.
It's like the
But the pajama
ones.
pants are, those things are tight. That's the best thing I've ever gotten from them, hands down.
Don't they have like different levels too? So like if it's super expensive, you can get like the deluxe version that comes with all this other stuff.
Maybe. I remember it was the same price for all the sizes.
Oh,
Which
really?
I was like, shout out to you for not charging extra for 3X.
That's true because everybody else
Yeah,
does.
it's like $19.99. Not for you, fatty.
You pay double.
Mm-hmm.
You pay 2x.
We ain't gonna stretch the print. Well, that's a whole lot of cloth.
Are you ready for some games,
Let's
sir?
play some games.
Okay.
Ready for the games.
So
Yes.
we've known each other a long time,
Couple years now.
couple years,
Been
and
fun.
something that is horrifying me every time. If anybody knows me, I'm a huge movie buff. I love movies. I love actors. I love directors. I like knowing the camera crew. Like I love that shit. It's just great. And Matt, he's better now for sure, but not so much.
That's a compliment.
I feel really bad for even bringing it up, but there was one time we literally spent probably about 2 to 3 hours of asking him movies he's seen, and he said no so many times.
I was exhausted from saying no so many times. At one point, our fun and friendly host Anthony was taking laps around the garage and was borderline hyperventilating. Friend 1 started at 1990 and was listing the top 10 movies from 1990 and worked her way up. And friend number 2 was thinking of actors and then spouting movies that actor is famous for.
It took so long.
Yeah, we were there for a couple hours.
I felt so bad. He's like, "Can we just stop, guys? I'm like really tired of saying no." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm a terrible friend."
So
We just spent so much time on that.
for some reason, I thought it'd be a grand idea it was just a single column list. I'm like, man, there needs to be some order to this. So I put it on a spreadsheet. And I have a spreadsheet. It's a work in progress. And I'm impressed with it.
What percentage are you through the list?
Oh, God, like 4 or 5%.
Which is pretty good,
But
because you started it
gotta
a long time
figure,
ago.
Yeah. 1% is like 3 movies.
Yeah.
So that's like your whole day. And you're like, cool, 99% to go.
Some of these movies, just to give you a clue.
Oh, God.
So,
You should read them the title of the list.
the title of this is Matt's really, really big movie list and really long title to compensate for the empty space in the title block.
And then it says Humble Beginnings, but it cut off because the PDF saved weird.
Aw, stupid PDFs.
Yeah.
So, just to name a few, I don't want to break anybody's heart.
No,
We
you
have Braveheart, Con Air, Death Proof, Dick Tracy. Let's see, under Arnold, got Total Recall, Jingle All the Way, Twins. Comedy, you got Dumb and Dumber. You got Mean Girls, Pineapple Express. You've seen parts of that, though.
Yeah, like the last 10 minutes.
I feel like a lot of your movies, you've seen bits and pieces. You just need to put them all together.
Yeah, like 60% of it is like bits and pieces, but never start to finish.
Good Will Hunting's on the list, of course.
Will Hunting's on the list.
Die Hard.
We talked about that.
The Departed.
Yep. Which I have seen. Wait, no, I haven't.
Don't get my hopes up.
I
I was
got
like,
that.
oh!
I was thinking, I'm like, no, Matt, you're thinking of Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, you did watch Catch Me If You Can. We can mark that off.
It's a PDF.
Damn it! I want to click it.
I didn't
Let's
mark
see.
Catch Me If You Can. Oh.
American History X, Ghost.
Yep.
Hannibal, Halloween, Birds, Sleepy Hollow,
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep.
Just to name a few. So we'll hit more on that.
Sorry if you're triggered.
Oh, God. Mine was Ghostbusters, for sure. When he told me he hadn't seen that, I was like, that's immediately we're going to do that.
I do feel it's worth to talk about the first time I met your mom.
Oh, my mother.
So, they were having a party at the house, and Anthony's mom was over. And we had been drinking for some time. And Anthony is ranting and raving, show her the list, show her the list.
At this point, I had no shame in doing it until I realized I was a bad friend.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, I'm not trying to disappoint your mom, like, day one.
And my mom's a very, like, nice, forgiving lady. Like, has tons of room for, oh, it's okay. But even she was offended.
This was before the spreadsheet. But he's like, no, you have to show her the list. And I'm like... I'm like, 60% is bits and pieces. And she goes, swipe, swipe. And in the most motherly disappointment look, like a parent looking at a bad report card, she looks at me and goes, you really haven't seen The Gladiator? And I'm like, oh, it hurts so bad.
Well, as he said to her, he said, it's not the first time I've disappointed someone.
There you go.
But anytime he talks of disappointment, he talks of my mother's disapproval and how just unhappy she was.
Dude, that's the kind of damage that sticks to you. That's that psychological damage.
Well, I have a game for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some famous movie quotes. I'm going to give you the option to either just answer it if you know it, or I'll give you multiple choice because I'm not an asshole.
Okay.
And the goal is to have you complete some. I'm not going to give them all to you.
What are the total... how many questions are there?
How many you want?
I want to know how many I have to get right to get a B.
You statistical
Just tell me how many
bastard.
questions.
So there's technically 25. I'm not going to ask you all 25.
Okay, so I need to not miss 5.
Are you going to do all 25?
Or I mean, I need to not miss 6. If I miss more than 6, then I'll...
That's doing how many?
If we do all 25.
You want to do all 25?
Yes.
Oh, shit. This is going
Come
down,
on, I've
ladies
already
and gentlemen.
disappointed the viewers. Let's just keep the train rolling.
Okay.
See, it's kind of like when you tell your parents something bad because you have something worse to tell them, but you want to make it not sound as bad.
I feel that.
Because it's like, oh, Johnny got a referral today. Yeah, I got a detention, but he got a referral.
It's bad, but not that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll tell you personally, out of the 25, I got 22. And
that means I'll get 1.
No, you'll be fine. You'll
right.
probably get right the one that I got wrong that I'm disappointed in.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see how we do.
Do you want the voice, or do you just want me to tell you the line?
I want it raw.
Okay. You talking to me?
That is a taxi.
Taxi...
Driver?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't seen it.
But hey, you know. Hey, if you get by this test by just hearing the sayings...
Sheer luck.
That would be great. You can't handle the truth.
That is, oh, shit.
And you can have multiple choice.
No. It's, it's Jack Nicholson says it. It's a Tom Cruise film. He's a lawyer in the military.
You know it.
It's not A Few Good Men, is it?
Yeah, it is A Few Good Men.
There you go.
So you got
2 for 2.
You're killing the game, boy. This one's easy. I feel like dumb even asking you. Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates.
That would be Gorist Fump.
You know, the other 2 options were Saving Private Ryan and The Green Mile.
Both Tom Hanks movies.
They're like trickery.
They'll never get it.
There's no place like home.
That would be Wizard of Oz.
That is right. I'm telling you, some of these are cake.
Well,
You had
right.
me at hello.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Hit me with the multiple choice.
Okay. You've Got Mail, Jerry Maguire, Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle.
It's Jerry Maguire. Oh my god.
I haven't seen either of those movies.
Hey, you're doing good. So you got, what, 1 wrong out of 5 so far? That's not bad.
Ooh, that's a B.
Say hello to my little friend.
That is Scarface, and I have seen that movie.
Oh, I'm so proud.
I hated it.
Here's Johnny.
That is The Shining, and I have not seen it.
This one I don't know if you'll get. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh, I know that quote. Hit me with the multiple choice.
Center Stage, Footloose, Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Ooh, good job. It's Because I blinked, huh? I was like...
You're like, dirty.
I'm a terrible liar. I would die.
Then
like...
don't look at me. Why are you looking at
Oh,
me?
yeah, that's probably... I'll just read it like
Thank
this.
you, yeah.
I'll have what she's having.
When Harry met Sally.
Oh, good job. You're doing way better.
See, okay, for those who don't know, metalheads are typically believed to live under a rock, so you gotta keep up with pop culture so people don't think that.
This is very true.
And that's where I've gotten most of these.
Hey, you can hold your own in a conversation. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to your enemies, but a great deal more to stand up to your friends.
Oh, I've seen this movie. Alright, what was the multiple choice?
Brave. Hunger Games. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
Are you guessing Harry Potter?
Nah, it's not Harry Potter. Nah, fuck it. Harry Potter.
You're right. That's the one I got wrong.
What, really?
Yeah, I was like, is that Brave?
I was like, haven't seen Brave, haven't seen Hunger Games. Sounds like something Dumbledore would say.
Just a wise mofo.
What is it, the fourth one?
It doesn't even tell you.
What?
I'm assuming
That's lame.
it's the first
That's
one.
one of the 8.
Yeah, there you go.
You can figure
What's the
it out.
statistical odds on that?
1 out of 8?
Yeah.
12.5%?
Oh, I love you so much. You glorious creature. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
That would be Dirty Harry.
Ooh, good job.
Dude, I am killing it. And you
I
didn't
know.
want to give me all the questions.
I was like, well, some of them I know were easy, and other ones I was like, oh, this is hard. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
That is The Godfather. And I just recently saw that.
Would you have known that before? If not?
Probably not.
Houston, we have a problem.
Apollo 13?
Yeah,
1995?
okay.
There
You're
you go.
right. Okay, good. Woo! You're going to need a bigger boat. They very cleverly hid this answer, too.
You're going to need a bigger boat. Oh, that's that Noah's Ark movie with Russell Crowe.
Or that one they did with Steve Carell.
Like Steve Almighty.
Yeah,
The
or
crappy one.
was it Steve Almighty?
Well, Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty.
Bruce
that's
Almighty
right.
was the Jim Carrey one, and then
Yeah.
Evan Almighty was the crappy Steve Carell one.
That one was so bad.
Yeah, that was Trash City.
Would you like multiple choice?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
God, I know that quote. Yeah, multiple choice.
Okay. I gotta keep holding this paper up. I'm terrible at poker. Jesus Christ.
Good
Okay.
to know.
Jaws, Titanic, Deep Blue Sea.
I'm gonna say Jaws.
Oh, good job.
Haven't seen any of those movies.
Oh my God. You are some kind of special. I love it.
Thanks.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Ooh.
I love the straight lace way I'm doing these lines because I want to do the inflections.
I know it. Just give me a multiple choice.
Okay. Tropic Thunder. Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now.
Oh, damn it.
That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't confident.
Go ahead, make my day.
Duke Nukem. No, I don't. Multiple choice.
Sudden Impact. Die Hard. The Gauntlet.
Die Hard.
Sudden Impact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're still
Whoops.
killing it. You better know this one.
I hope so.
Wax on, wax off.
That is Karate Kid featuring Jaden Smith.
No! Incorrect.
I heard they're bringing it back again.
With Ralph Macchio and William T. Zepka. Anyway,
What the fuck?
the bully in the movie.
Oh, the bull. Oh, I don't know who any of those people are, but sure.
Ralph Macchio.
I don't know who that is.
He's the main guy in the shower.
What?
He made a Halloween costume that was a shower.
What?
Never mind.
I haven't seen the Karate Kid. So
Why am I trying to explain it to you? Jesus. Fuck.
Oh man.
I feel the needs for speed.
Need for Speed. No.
That would be so funny and very accurate.
Dude. Someone was just talking about this movie.
This is also very well hidden in here.
All right. Hit me.
Days of Thunder, Talladega Nights, Top Gun.
Top Gun.
You fucker.
Yep.
I don't know I'm rooting against you, but I was like, no.
Most people are.
This one's easy. It's Alive. It's Alive.
Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That almost felt like too easy.
I know. The other options were Prometheus and Dracula.
No. I've seen Prometheus.
Here's looking at you, kid. I kind of did the voice.
Oh, shit. Doesn't help. Here's looking at... All right,
God.
multiple choice.
Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon.
Casablanca.
Good job.
Killing it. Hashtag killing it.
This one, I did not know, but I guessed it right. Begin each day like it was on purpose.
What the? Yeah, multiple choice.
50 First Dates, Groundhog Day, Hitch.
Is it Hitch?
You fucker! Damn it!
I have seen Hitch, and I haven't seen the other two.
What? Are you kidding?
Yeah. Wait, it was 50 First Dates?
And Groundhog Day with
No,
Bill
I
Murray?
have seen Groundhog Day.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm already gonna have. I already know the list, and I still get heart
actually,
attacks.
Okay, I don't know if you want to count it, but I've seen maybe everything but the last 10 minutes of 50 First Dates.
That's the most important 10 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
That's how it ends.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you so you don't have to watch it?
Let me guess. She remembers him.
No.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I'm satisfied.
He creates a video that he plays every morning for her,
yeah.
and they live on a boat together.
Oh.
So he has a video that goes over her life, so she gets caught up in an instant, and then they're
And then
able
forgets the next day?
Yeah,
Tight.
and he just spends forever with her.
That's way better than what I thought. I thought it was going to be some foo-foo lame shit where she doesn't go to the Waffle House the next morning.
I would love it if he forgot, and then they both just met each other every day.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. It's like, hey, we're the same.
That's way too deep for an Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, for sure. Unless you're Punch Drunk
Unless
Love.
you pull some crazy shit like Jim Carrey and do Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah. This one, I know you know. At least I hope so. Why don't you make a tree and get out of here?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Space Camp, Back to the Future, Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf?
Back to the Future.
I haven't seen it, so...
Oh, it hurts me so much. Okay.
I've seen Teen Wolf.
This one, this one's also easy. Always let your conscience be your guide.
Multiple choice.
Peter Pan, Pinocchio, Dumbo.
Peter Pan?
Good. Wait. No, I take it back.
Oh.
No, it's Jiminy Cricket. Full.
Jiminy... Pinocchio?
Yeah.
The Disney one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a really long time.
I know. I was like, that one was a long time ago. Do you know
I was
always...
I'm going to go with the one I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Peter Pan?
The Robin Williams one?
No, that's Hook.
Oh!
That's Hook, boy! That's completely different!
It's the same.
This last one could be your undoing, but I think
This is
you'll
the
know
last
it.
question?
Yeah.
Wow, that was... I feel like we just started.
I know!
It's because I'm killing it.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Sandlot.
Oh, that's my boy!
I've seen Sandlot.
You missed 1, 2... You only missed 2? No, you didn't.
What?
No, you didn't. You beat me, you son of a bitch!
Tune in next week when we say fuck it to Heroes and Headlocks.
Oh my God, I can't believe you beat me! Damn it!
Hey, and I haven't seen any of those movies.
I'm so distraught right
Get
now.
wrecked, Anthony.
You're a good man. I'm going to shake your hand.
You're welcome.
Defeat came
Pleasure to be here.
hard. Okay, next week on Heroes and Headlock, I am a sad person who's been beaten. Oh, I should have a beat me in trivia games thing, and I think that would be super fun.
I dig it.
I would get
about it.
wrecked every time though. I have the WWE board game.
Uh-huh.
Those questions are the hardest
Is it
questions.
like Trivial Pursuit?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, okay. Or a variation of it.
Yeah, and you pick your character, and then you can put your championship belt on you, and then you try to make it it's crazy.
That's kind of cool.
It's awesome, but it's so hard because they give you 3 eras. They give you like Golden Age, they give you Attitude Era, and they give you like the new reality era.
Oh my!
So you have all these different ones. So I want to eventually do it where like people can try to stump me once per week with one or something like that. See how it goes.
That'd be cool. I'm about it.
You ready for this next game?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a series of pictures. Now, listeners, don't feel left out. I'm going to include this on the YouTube version as well as on our Facebook. So you just follow along in order and see what crazy shit I got to show him. To start off, I have something. It was not part of the name game for the wrestlers. It's just something I took a picture of, and I wanted you to see it because I don't know if you've ever had a clear picture at it. I feel so bad for you. Welcome to Kevin Owens' armpit.
Dude, it looks like a scar tissue butthole.
It really does. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's disgusting.
It looks like his belly button was too big and they tried to give him 2 little ones.
So for those who have never seen Kevin Owens' armpits, they are literally the most disgusting thing. I have less of a problem with them because he's a good wrestler, so I accept it.
You like
My
him?
friend Vinny, it's a loose term. I think he's decent.
Is he like when no one's around you root for him?
He gives me hope for the fat dudes in the world. Like, they can still wrestle and be fat.
Okay.
It's a legitimate thing.
Yeah, alright, I'll give it to you.
Like, he moves pretty quick. He does some crazy flips and stuff.
He can toss some people around.
I would love to do that. That would be fun.
Spiked hair died in like 2006, my dude.
He shaves it sometimes.
Sometimes.
When he's the face of America. Also, I will also include this picture on our Facebook. But hot damn, I love when he comes down the ramp. Oh my God. Me and Matt have laughed at many a pay-per-view. This fool comes down the ramp with his own face there. And literally at the angle they have it tilted, he just looks like a funhouse mirror.
Somebody wants
Oh my God. With the shape of an L in his forehead.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, are you ready to play Name That Wrestler?
Yes.
So, to give you a little backstory on this, Matt, since he started watching, has given certain wrestlers nicknames just based on their appearance. Now, I know a lot of people do that if they can't, automatically think of the name, or it's just totally true. JD, who we had on last week, his wife actually called Seth Rollins Rogue because he used to have the streak of blonde through his hair. Pretty funny stuff. Matt, the first 2 you gave me literally almost killed me. Yep. And during WrestleMania, it made my life terrible. So, Mr. AJ Styles, what did you nickname him?
My man looks like Billy Ray Cyrus.
You heard it here, folks. AJ Styles,
so
my favorite wrestler.
Whenever he falls, it's like, oh, my achy breaky heart.
So we're watching WrestleMania. And
I think
Matt,
it's like the second time I came over for wrestling.
For sure. And he sits down and he's like, oh, yeah, haha, that looks like Billy Ray Cyrus. And I just was pissed. And, of course, my mom chimes in a little bit later. She's like, oh, I think I see Miley in the crowd to cheer on her dad. And I just lost my shit.
Oh, it's so great.
And Matt did even, it took a second. And then when it hit you, you're like, oh, my God, your mom just made a joke with me.
Wasn't prepared for the mom joke.
It was pretty great. And the other one that really saddens me is Apollo Crews. It doesn't have a lot of steam right now, unfortunately, because he's with Titus Worldwide. You called him a mix of Forrest Whitaker and Jamie Foxx. And it is the most accurate depiction of a human being I've ever seen. He is the love child of both of them.
Forrest Fox.
Forrest Fox. Only you can prevent Forrest Fox.
But he's got like the lazy eye. And he's like, oh yeah.
And 6 Academy Awards.
Yeah, and a belt.
A strap.
He's like, oh, you can prevent forest fires. Blame it on the alcohol.
I'm the champion of the universe.
Oh God.
What was the other one? You had one more, right?
For
nicknames?
Forrest Fox?
No, it was another wrestler.
Well, and Brock Lesnar looks like...
Brick Bazooka
from Small Soldiers.
Straight up looks like him.
Brick Bazooka.
They have the small head.
He just needs a bigger chin, and that's straight up.
That's true. He just needs to get socked by John Jones, and then maybe it'll be that size.
Needs a little remolding.
So I have... Let me see how many pictures I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 pictures of wrestlers. I'm going to ask you what you think their name is, and you just give me your best shit. And if you don't like it, we can cut it.
All right, hit me.
Okay.
Hit me.
Wrestler number 1.
What the fuck? I'm gonna go with Jared Leto.
You heard it here, folks. Al Snow is officially Jared Leto.
or we'll call him 30 Seconds.
Do you know he had the best gimmick because he brought this head out with him all the time?
What?
And he's like, what does everybody want? And the audience would say, head! It was so freaking
That's
edgy
pretty
and funny. He was a psychopath, dude. Okay, wrestler number 2.
What the is that like his outfit?
Yeah, and he's actually that tall.
What was the gorilla's name in George of the Jungle?
Oh my god! What is his name? The smart monkey, right?
Yeah.
We're looking
Wasn't
it up.
it like Einstein or something dumb like that?
Oh my god, I don't remember.
That's what I'm going with.
I'm so excited right now to figure out what this guy's called.
What is his name?
Monkey? What is your name, Monkey? An ape named Ape?
That's what it was. His name was Ape.
Oh my god. So
That was John Cleese?
yeah.
Wow, I never considered that.
Do you always hate when you like find out actors so much later in life and you're like, oh my god, that person was that person?
Oh, dude, all the time.
It's like it's like more of a fine wine when you're older.
Yeah.
So
sure.
you're going with
I'm going with an ape named Ape.
Giant Gonzalez is officially Ape named Ape. I wish I had a better picture of this guy,
That's okay.
but I just want you to know this is all hair.
Oh. What?
And that's real hair.
That like strip?
Yeah, all of that hair everywhere on his body.
Oh no. My immediate thought is Hank from Breaking Bad.
Agent Hank Schroeder, a.k.a. George the Animal Steel.
George the Animal Steel.
He used to bite the turnbuckle off.
What?
Yeah.
Like, that's the middle part, right? Or
Yeah,
like
it's the padding in the corner, so when they get thrown into the corner, it's like a soft cushioning. He would bite it and rip it off and then just spew it all over the place. Oh, he was great, dude.
Hank.
Okay, ready?
Alright. Well, I'll see, his name is like, it's like Kuko or Kuzo
What?
or something.
No!
Vinny was telling me about it. His name's like Kooky or something.
Should we go with Kooky?
Nah, it's, let's just call him Heath.
Doink the Clown,
Doink,
ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
what it is. I know. I knew who that was, but I couldn't remember it.
That's a good
But
one.
we're going with Heath. Or Jared Leto. Ooh, that's the face he's making.
I love his face, too.
My first thought is Old Navy ad.
Eric Young, everyone.
Old Navy.
I love Old Navy so much. Oh my god.
No, you know what? Let's call him Fred Willard, because he always does the Old Navy commercials.
I love Fred Willard. Yeah, he's totally Fred Willard.
Yeah, his new name's Fred Willard.
He kind of talks like Fred Willard, too.
Does he?
Like in a raspy voice.
He's like,
hey, everyone!
get 4 pairs of pants for 60% off for the whole family. Old Navy.
Dude, they had Julia Louis-Dreyfus do it. Those were really good. And then the Amy Schumer ones I don't like.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That was like, those are so stupid.
Those are snooze.
But Elaine from Seinfeld, perfection.
Killing it.
Every time.
Yeah.
Especially the one where she's at the bus stop, or at the diner. She's like, we don't like your kind here. And I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Whoa.
It's a whole lot of red and a whole lot of sweat.
Oh my god. My man looks like a pork rind. Let's call him Chicharron.
Chicharron, a.k.a. Psycho Sid.
Hey, Psycho Sid, pork rind.
I like it.
Start with B.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Wait,
He
did I
looks,
skip
my
one?
man looks like the $2 bag.
This one's gonna be good. I'm gonna enjoy this one. Well, bam.
What the fuck is that?
Isn't that face and that pose just glorious?
Oh, this is... You stumped me. Honestly,
You could pass if you want. I'll let you pass.
my first thought is Grim from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Just because he has the face paint.
I'm pretty sure he has the same accent, too.
The Jamaican accent?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you're going with Grim?
Yeah.
Kamala, everyone.
Kamala.
He was like Islander, like, ooh, hello there. He's good.
Ah, no, his new name should be Aku Aku then.
Aku Aku? I love it.
That's cool. Like, I'd be so stoked if my name was Aku Aku.
This guy looks like he could be his brother. Completely different wrestler, though.
Whatever Rob Zombie's first name is. I think it's like Heath.
Oh,
wait, it's probably wrong.
You gotta fact check, brah.
That's the most stupidest thing I've ever said. Whatever Rob Zombie's first name is.
Just Rob.
He's like, actually, it's our Robert.
Robert Bartlett Cummings. Oh, yeah, I'm
That's
glad
not
he's
as
Rob
exciting
Zombie.
as I thought it'd be.
I'm Robert Cummings.
Robert.
Do you know Alan Cummings, who played Nightcrawler in the X-Men movie?
Yeah.
He has a line of products that's coming on you. Like,
That's
coming
so
on your
sweet.
hair, coming on your face.
I hope that's successful.
So this guy's Robert?
I don't like it. Like, honestly, I was hoping he's gonna have some dorky ass name like fucking Howard or something.
In real life or his actual wrestling name?
No, Rob Zombie.
Oh.
You know what? Let's call him Shaggy Two Dope.
Shaggy Tudo.
Yeah.
Papa
Two Dope.
Shango.
Paula Shango?
Papa Shango.
Papa Shango. I was thinking Shaggy Two Dope from ICP.
Okay, we have our last one. And then if you want, I'll give you a bonus one.
Alright, I do want that bonus.
Okay, go for gold.
What the fuck is up with him? Oh, he's got this stupid ass cut line tattoo. Like, oh, cut here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, it's like right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it.
Take your time.
Give me the bonus one. I gotta think about
Okay.
it.
Oh my god, I'm excited for the bonus one.
I don't want your viewers to be like, just
Like-
come up with something.
Like this fucker.
You dingus.
You dingus? My man, the luchador.
What the hell?
He comes out to the rig like that, and then he hangs it up. Oh. Then he hangs it up during the match so it looks at him.
That is weird.
I love it.
I don't even know. Like, it's weird because he's got, like, the druid thing going on, but he's a luchador?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And I'm pretty sure he actually speaks, like, fluent English.
I believe you.
Like, not even a lick of Hispanic accent.
Was it? This is... Clearly he looks nothing like it. It's Kevin Costner who's in Gone with the Wind, right?
And Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
No.
Listen, obviously I know my trivia.
Clark Gable.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't like that name.
Like, I was born in, like, 1901.
He's an old
Oh
ass
my
man.
god.
He's an old ass dude.
So you think he looks like Clark Gable?
Nah, what's the Indian G.I. Joe guy? What's his name, like...
Indian G.I. Joe guy?
Yeah. His name was like Silent Knife or Silent Hawk or...
I think I know who you're talking about.
Spirit Wolf.
Spirit.
His name's just Spirit?
His name's just Spirit.
Oh. Well, that's
Oh,
kinda...
Spirit Iron Knife sometimes.
Spirit Iron Knife.
So that King Cuerno from Lucha Underground is Spirit Iron Knife. I like that one. Do you want to go back for your last guy?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. The last guy. Man, no wrestler has yet to stump me.
Do you want me to tell you what he is referring to?
Yes.
He is a knockoff of Goldberg.
Seriously?
I won't tell you his name, though.
Is it like Silver Steve?
Are you gonna go with Silver Steve?
Silver Steve.
Gilberg.
Gilbert? Why would you go with Gilbert?
So, to give you a little fun fact, back when they were having WCW versus WWE,
Uh-huh.
Goldberg was a huge deal in WCW because he was
Okay.
undefeated like for 5 years. Like it was
Holy
like
shit.
it was like a long time, right? And so WWE was super hated the fact that like this was their champion or this was their guy. So they invented Gilbert and sent him out on WWE TV, and hilariousness ensued. He actually came back this most recent time too when Goldberg was champion and Kevin Owens was going to face him. Gilbert comes out and the spark, you know how he has like the sparklers go off in his face and he breathes out the smoke?
Yeah.
Gilbert would get burned by the sparklers and go, "Ah!" It's just-
No way.
Yeah, it was wild, dude. And then he'd get in the ring and like do this, and then he'd fall down. Like it was great. Like they
Wow.
blatantly ripped off Goldberg.
That is so funny.
And yeah, and then they had this feud, and they brought him back after all these years. And he still looks the same.
They brought back Gilbert?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because when Jericho and Owens were still best friends, he's like,
Jericho.
"Yeah, you're my best friend."
That's my best friend.
It's best feud in history. So they had him come back, and Jericho's like, "Oh, I got you a present. I brought Goldberg here now." And then he has Gilbert come down the stage, and Owens just lays him out like flat in like 2 seconds.
Oh my god. That is so crazy.
It was gold. But yeah, man, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you being here. We'll definitely do it again soon.
Oh, yeah.
We have so much more to talk about. We barely even like got to the tippy top of the iceberg. Like there's so much stuff we got to talk
We ate
about.
the strawberries on that bomb-ass Safeway cake.
Oh, but then there was still so much more to go.
Exactly.
Well, we will see you next time on Heroes and Headlocks. Be sure to follow us now. Unfortunately, I did have to ditch SoundCloud, so now I am officially on Podiant, which is PODIANT.co. Just look me up there, Heroes and Headlocks. We'll be back next week, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening to Heroes and Headlocks, the Metal Edition. Make sure to subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, and Podiant.co.